What's up everyone, CenterStrain01 back at you with more Mass Effect 3. This time we're going to take a quick break from the single player campaign and actually go over some multiplayer. This is the first time that I've actually have done any of the multiplayer missions, and I know that in order to really kind of have that 100% game, you really got to do the multiplayer and get your readiness level up as much as possible. Today, I'm going to be showing you just the beginning of how do you create your character and the different things that I have. Not only that, I will also be showing you a mission that's later in the multiplayer. I actually had played a few missions already, and I just wanted to show you guys what it is to complete a full mission, to go through all the waves and what you get in the end, and kind of how it all plays out. The missions that we're going to be doing is just going to be on the basic setting. I guess bronze is what it is. It was just a mission that I went into with some random guys, but let me tell you, it was action-packed, and it gets so difficult towards the end. As you can see here, I've got the Battlefield 3 soldier guy, which is actually what I believe I'm going to be playing, because you've seen my playthrough where all I do is, you know, Vanguard, and that can get not really boring or anything like that, but I've always wanted to see what the soldier kind of has. He's got the adrenaline rush and carnage and things like that, whereas you've got your Vanguard, which you have your biotic charge and all those great biotic weapons. But I know most players are going to want to be those great biotic guys, so I figure, you know, one guy needs to be a soldier. So the first character that I chose, I decided to go ahead and be a soldier, just because I thought, you know, maybe it would flesh out the group a little bit more, and it actually ended up really doing that. So I was really proud of the decision that I made. And you can always make more characters. They don't just have to be, you know, the soldier, or you can always rotate them in and out whenever you want. Of course, you have to build those characters each time that you decide to go in and do a different character, but it's not really much of a hassle, and you can get all your characters up and you continue leveling up your readiness and stuff like that. We're going to name him one of my favorite names I always have to use for some playthroughs and for some games when it lets you pick a name. Shits McGee. Yeah, I can't remember where I got that from, but it's something that's kind of stuck with me for a very long time in just anything that I do as far as creating a name. I've always liked using the name Shits McGee. So as you can see, you can't really customize color differences, things like that. And here we are. We're going to go into the actual mission, which now you can see what kind of loadout that I have. And you get a few upgrades depending on how you've done in recent matches. Those are your credits. So the more credits you have, of course, the higher kind of more bonuses you're going to have and different things for your weapons. Now, I've already started leveling up my character some. I'm already a level 7 here. And I've only played like two matches before this. And of course, you know, recruit pat 5,000, and you got veteran and specter. You know, obviously I don't have enough for the veteran or specter packs, so we're going to go with recruit, which you still get, you know, a bunch of random items, so it's not like you're always going to know what you're going to get. But they're really fun things to add to the kind of game and really add to the equipment and bonuses and things like that. Now, of course, I'm not using the SMG, so that weapon bonus isn't going to do me any good. But as you can see on the right here, you can have different things. You've got like a missile launcher if you want to use it. You can use it once. And you can heal yourself if you have a med pack. You can buy med packs and things like that. But of course, it all depends on what you get in the packs that you get from the store. Now, for this playthrough, I believe I'm going to go with a man cannon, which I like to call it, or the human, the big, whatever you call it, well, I'm going to go for a submachine gun, but I'm also going to go with the hand cannon, I guess you can call it, which is the more powerful kind of pistol and things like that. So I'm going to go with really two kind of pistols. One's a submachine pistol, and one is a regular pistol. As you can see, here's the other guys. We've got engineer, soldier, and an engineer. However, there are no biotics on this one, but we still got a good sense of, you know, teammates, and 2 engineers, 2 soldiers. And what's good about these guys is we do a lot to actually stick together, and that was very good because you need those members of the team to kind of be co-op. We didn't have any mics or anything like that, or at least I didn't, but it was nice to know that everybody worked together. this was the first time that I had played this map. I've never seen it before, never played it before, and you'll realize that at the end when you get the points for unknown map, you know, unknown, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. There ammo scattered throughout the thing, and this was the first time that I was actually using the submachine gun, so I had to get used to that little reticle that I have that kind of zooms you in instead of just a regular zoom. So it can be a little rough when I'm aiming here in the beginning, trying to figure it out. Plus, it's all about the settings that you choose, what kind of way that you want to set up your weapons, set up your calibrations, so that you know the feel is perfect for you. You can see we already have one guy that was down in the first wave. But like I said, if you got teammates that are there with you, you know, you can get down as many times as you want, as long as you're sitting there to help them out. Now I can easily get this guy up, but I figured, you know, he'll pretty much wake up automatically as soon as I, you know, complete the wave. No point of risking myself dying to get him up when I can just kill that guy. Now if you see on the left here, we've got up the D-pad selection here. If you go up, that's like kind of a missile launcher that like really, you know, has a lot of power to it if you really need to get out of jam in a hurry, or there's a lot of enemies further away and you want to destroy a lot of them. Then on the left one, you have the ammo. So let's say you run out of ammo and you don't have an ammo box nearby. It gives you ammo automatically, which is really good and handy if you really need it. But most of the time, you're not really going to use those, because you're always going to have, as you just saw behind me, an ammo box somewhere near you, as long as you know what you're doing. Now, is this different from single player as far as the feel of the game and everything like that? I would say it is, because you're more focused on actually really destroying the enemy as fast as you can, getting the most points. It all depends on how you destroy them and what you do to get those points, and that's what kind of separates it, because there's no really point meter wheel or anything like that. When the single player, you're just trying to continue, go on, complete the mission, which that's what you're doing in this one, but you kind of want to get the most points. So it's got that good competition. At the same time, you always want to work together. Now, in all the other, you know, playthroughs that I did, or should I say not playthroughs, but in all the other missions that I did for the multiplayer, besides this one, I mainly used assault rifle and sniper, but I found that I really didn't like the sniper rifle too much. The reload time just sucks, and it wasn't to the quality of play I like to do. You know, I like to move around, I like to keep going. And this Carnage is a beast. When you upload it or upgrade it, you know, so much, it becomes like a badass power that you really want to have. It can destroy multiple enemies if you get in close and just really, you know, kind of destroy them. Now this kind of enemy, the Nemesis, is super hard to hit because they move so fast. So it's hard to aim at them. You really got to use your powers, because the powers usually automatically target. So if, let's say if I did a Carnage, it could go around corners, it'll follow them, it'll always be wherever they are. So you can really kind of use it when you feel you need to and not worry about where it's going to end up, because you know it's going to hit them if it's in the general direction. And of course you get assists for not killing people. Let's say someone else gets your kill right before you're going to get in there. You still get points for assists, which really helps out, because it's all about getting those points, leveling up. I'm not sure what the cap is as far as the level up goes, but I know it's way up there, like 50 maybe. And really, I've only played 3 matches, and I think after this match I get all the way up to like almost a 10, I think. So it doesn't take long to get up there, but I would imagine the more matches you play, the more experience you're going to have to get. And since we complete this whole mission or whatever, we go through all the waves, you get a lot more points than you would if you just went through 6 or 7 waves. See this? Oh, see, I got really stupid there trying to follow her. I was getting pissed off. But the good thing about it is you're always going to have a friend nearby, as long as you're playing with people that actually care about this game. So look, he risks himself, you know, getting killed to do me. I know that didn't sound right, but that's what teammates is all about. And really, any co-op game, you're going to need those kind of teammates, or else it's just going to make the experience not worth doing. See how you saw the carnage? It just like totally went around and zigzagged until it found her. These nemesis are hard. They've got lots of shields and armor. And you got to be precise when you do those melees, because sometimes you can totally miss. The submachine gun is a 3-round burst, so I'm not really a fan of the 3-round burst guns in any game, really. There's too much, the weapon doesn't stabilize enough, and you've really got to kind of control your aiming a lot more, whereas if you're just spreading everywhere, you can kind of press down and hope you can keep that same kind of sight picture going on. But with 3-round bursts, it just goes down, up, down, up. You know, you really got to figure out what you're going to do in those situations. I don't know how many multiplayer videos I plan on putting out for Mass Effect 3. I do, you know, want to play a lot more multiplayer so I can get my readiness up. As I said, I want my playthrough to be 100% as much as I can. I'm trying my hardest not to read any of the comments that you guys are doing in my actual single player, because I know it's getting to the point where people have finished the game, and I really do not want to be spoiled as far as the ending goes. So if I don't answer your comments right away, please bear with me. I will answer them as soon as I complete the game. That way I don't spoil anything. And I think that's good for you guys, and it's good for me. I want to immerse myself in this game, and I want to really find out what the ending is on my own. Whether I'm going to like it or not, it's going to be my ending and not something that I already know that's going to happen and just get pissed off about or something. Because I've heard some things that the ending sucks or whatever. But you also got to remember that there's multiple endings. I'm sure there's just more than one, more than two, more than three, all depending on how you played Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. You can see the environments in this are beautiful, even for a multiplayer game. It's still got that whole Mass Effect feeling to it. As you can see, one of the other guys, he has engineer, so there's some awesome tech abilities that you'll get to see in here, like drones following and things like that. And the drones can do actually quite a bit of damage to the enemy as well. So if you're one of those guys that wants to be the tech engineer kind of guy, don't be afraid to do that. You know, you don't have to be the soldier or biotic that everybody else likes to be. Smoke is really great in this game because you totally cannot see what is in front of you. You really have to kind of plan and strategize when you get hit by the smoke. So as you can see, we're already halfway through, but let me tell you, it's only going to get harder. And does it get harder? You start getting atlases, I mean, just amazing enemies that just come at you from nowhere, and they're just like bombarding you. It's so action-packed. This is definitely the type of multiplayer that I could play for months, even after the game is done and complete. I could always come back to this. This is what I like to do. I know it's just a standard horde mode, and there's no really story elements. Like, there's no cutscenes at the end that kind of link the story together. But it's just the notion of us out there fighting while Shepard's doing what he's doing. We're making it so that we're taking the enemy down a little easier and getting more readiness, I guess that is. And that's really all the story you need for the multiplayer. As long as you know what you're doing, then you have a means to do it. Or a purpose. And it mixes it up. It's not always kill all the enemies on the screen. Like right here, you've got devices that you have to disable. And the enemies get harder. You got these guys with the shields. As long as you can get your aiming around them and actually hit them, they go down rather quickly. But see there, I mean, that guy is totally confused and stuff. Not much power in the SMGs at all, but if you just use them right. I totally missed that guy right there, but I got his ass in the end, so that's all that matters. Now, if I was a biotic, man, I'd be able to take out these guys rather quickly. Because I could just use pull and then take his shield away and he would be completely dead. But me, I have to work around. I have to use teammates, find a way to actually do it. I think it's better to go around the back here and kind of flank them as much as I can. And because this is like my third match or whatever, and I've got a lot more points than I would in the beginning, I'm able to recharge a lot faster as far as my powers go. And that is very crucial when you get into these later rounds. I don't know why I'm on the wrong side while I'm deactivating this. But, you see you got the other teammates that are over there keeping them company, so kind of makes it worthwhile. And there you see me use the adrenaline rush. I don't use it very much, but I use it when there's a lot of enemies on screen because it actually makes your shots more powerful, and that is exactly what you need in those kind of situations. You know what I mean? I'm not one for commentating over multiplayer games. I really don't know what to say. I just try to follow what's on screen, what's in the action, kind of what I'm thinking while I'm doing this. And this is the greatest form to use commentary because, you know, it's everything in the background. There's not really any voice stuff going on. It's all just kicking ass. So why not have someone let you know, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Kind of strategize and let you guys know what's going on in my head. So when you get to this situation and you want to play these games, you can come up with a plan and have good teamwork and things like that. You saw that, man. That splattered her. And that was a long distance one, too, so that was really cool. As you can see, we got our first Atlas here. Now, I'm pretty sure that if you had enough firepower or maybe a sniper rifle or something, you'd be able to get in there and probably take over that mech, too. But I think we're more focused on just trying to take them out. Always keep an eye out on your powers. They recharge every so often, so make sure you keep an eye on the bottom screen because it really does make a difference when you know you're going to need to use your powers. As you can see here, I don't have an ammo pack and I need to... So instead of actually, you know, go ahead and using my ammo, I just decided to switch weapons since I have a full other weapon that I can use without wasting it. Then I can go find myself an ammo box. Just like that. And now I'm all set for both weapons. I didn't have to waste. Because, you know, those are randomly, they come up. So you don't know if you're going to have those four on the D-pad when you create your next game. Yeah, I totally got down here. But see, that's the greatest thing about this right here. Here I'm thinking, you know, man, looks like I'm not going to make it. We only got to like wave 6 or 7. But when you have teammates that are right there to back you up, 2 of them, look at that. That makes a world of difference. There could have been a couple of times where everybody would have been out. But the fact is we all stuck together and totally helped each other out. Not too many waves to go, and we're going to be done here. It's only going to get harder, though, and it really does. Enemy force approaching. Contact. Okay, wave 9. It also helps that we're all together right here. So I'm always keeping an eye out on my teammates, see what's going on, backing up when I need to. I know this guy's down right here. You got to get up there. You got to get him up because we need the manpower. We can't let anyone get down right now. And you see they kind of flanked us. They got around on our backside here. So right now this is the more threat than the front. So we got 2 of them down right now. So we, yeah, see? Teamwork right there, man. Perfect. Now we just got to get the last guy up. Now see, that Atlas is not in our vicinity, so we're actually able to get this guy up, even though we almost died. But at least we made it. And then I totally used that missile at the wrong time. He was already destroyed. I could have really used that at the end too, but...
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
So we are now on round 10. And this is exactly when you need to stick together with everybody.
Ship in the area. Search for reports. Got him. Find that data terminal and gain access.
Now the point of this one is you've got to stay inside this little shield bubble. It's not really a shield bubble, but you got to stay inside this cone and hack this terminal, and you got to get it all the way up. But there's enemies coming at you from both sides, and this was probably one of the most difficult parts of this whole playthrough. And you see here, I stopped actually paying attention to what was in front of me and said, hey, there's guys coming up on the side here. I need to look out for them and watch. I'm still technically in the bubble right here, which is okay because you can see, so you can get down here and be in the bubble, but I also got myself killed. But there's my teammate helping me out again. See, he actually got down for helping me out. So now it's my turn to return the favor. Right before he was going to try to kill that guy. So, you know, you both, it's not just a one-way street. You got to be able to help out the guy that helps you out. See how it follows that around? That's so cool. I love it. It's a great way that they did this. They knew there's no way they were going to be able to do actual competition multiplayer. This is the best way to do it. Have people work together as a squad, as a team. If you remember back in Mass Effect 1 when you first saw the first concept videos and the first gameplay, you were able to actually take control of your team members and set them in strategic places. Well, you know, the game just got too ambitious and they decided not to go with that. But it kind of helps you out here because, you know, I've got 3 capable people that are really helping me out to complete this mission. And this is the actual last part. So it's all about extraction. So you just need to kind of secure the area, kill as many enemies as you can within 2 minutes. And let me tell you, they keep coming. But if you have 4 people that are right there with you, it makes it a lot easier. Ooh, and we got an Atlas coming. This is a great time to use grenades. I got 2 of them. I might as well use them because those are actual part of my powers. So every time, they'll always load up for me. Might as well use them. Took that Atlas out pretty easily. You also have to watch out for grenades because, you know, they're going to be throwing grenades at you and you're in a tight space, so you need to constantly be aware of when you see that grenade signal. We got 30 seconds left. We're almost done here. All right, there we go. Mission successful. 21 minutes and 49 seconds. Not bad. 136,000 points. That's pretty cool. 15,000 credits, and we also leveled up. And we leveled up quite a bit. You're not going to see it in this video, but we had like 14 extra power points to use. And you can see how, like, wow, I mean, we just went up to level 10. 11. So sweet. I want to thank you guys for watching this quick multiplayer overview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more multiplayer, let me know. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bitches!